Where's Discord gone? Oh shit, did I close it? There we go. Okay. Okay, hello everybody. Hi, how are we doing? Welcome back to Trucking Tuesday. How's everyone's Tuesday been? We're back for some more Euro Truck. Couple of minutes late today, I do apologise, but we're here now. Hey Max, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. I have got a new name on the Patreon board, which I'm sure you'll recognise, but we'll get to that later. But yes, we're back. We're back for Euro Truck. We're going to be attempting to do another convoy today. I've already got it started and launched, and all the mods set up. So we're not going to be sat here faffing around, you know, trying to make that all work. It's just ready to go straight away, so anyone can join. We are playing with the new ProMods Maghreb. So if you've played Euro Truck before, if you've modded Euro Truck before, there was a very popular mod called Maghreb, which added in parts of Tunisia and Morocco. Recently it got taken over by ProMods, so it's now distributed through ProMods' official website, and they've done some reworking of it and stuff like that. So we've added that to the mod pack. We're going to try it today. We're going to take a look at it. And obviously all the other mods are the same as before. ProMods Europe, ProMods Middle East, and Great Step. We got a few lighting and realism mods and stuff like that. You know the drill. You know the drill. So we'll start off with a quick look at the map. And I'll show you the actual new areas that have been added. Okay, so if we come down to Africa here, you can see just south of Spain, we can head into Morocco. And then over on the other side, from Italy, or we can get there on a ferry from France, there's parts of Tunisia as well. So this is from the Maghreb mod. There are plans to expand it, so hopefully we'll see other North African countries eventually, and maybe we'll be able to drive across the north coast between the two places. But so far, this is it. This is the Maghreb mod. So we got Morocco over here, and we got some parts of Tunisia over there. And we are actually going to go down there today. I'm gonna make a beeline for that. We might even fast travel to the nearest place and head down into that area, because I want to see what's new. I want to see what's changed since ProMods have taken over this project. So let's go to Malaga. That's very close by, and we'll drive from there. It's changed my in-game currency again for some reason. I think every time I change my mod list, it changes the in-game currency. I'll sort that. Yo, Kenzie, how you doing? Hey, Griffin as well. Max says, just taking my lunch break before my meeting, so I'll have to leave you soon. No worries, Max, no worries. Thanks for joining. Let me know what you think of the new layout on OBS, by the way. If you're watching on YouTube or the other place that we don't talk about, you'll notice that I've changed things up a little bit, because I felt like the camera was covering the screen a bit too much, especially now that I've got the wheel cam as well. So yeah, I changed it up a little bit for the YouTube stream. If you're watching on YouTube right now, I've made the game window slightly smaller, so there's more space for the camera overlay around it. Let me know what you think if you are watching on YouTube or elsewhere. Okay, hey wee man, how you doing? Thanks for following. I'm very good today, thank you very much. I should also point out this is the first time I'm playing on version 1.58, so I've never seen all of this new UI before. This is all completely new to me. I like it. It's been very divisive from what I've seen. A lot of people have not been very big fans of the new UI. I like it. I like a minimalist UI in a game, especially a game like this. I want the UI to be as unobtrusive as possible, and I think this is a lot cleaner than what we had before in version 1.57 and previous versions of the game. So yeah, it's been quite a divisive change, but personally, I quite like it. We might get stuck on the gate here. Okay, we're through. YouTube looks amazing. Thank you, Wee Man Plays. I'm glad you like it. Right, so I'm not sure exactly where we're going. And I can't actually check the map while I'm driving because we are on a convoy right now. If you want to join the convoy, the usual rules apply. There's instructions in the Discord server about how to get all the mods and stuff like that. Hold on a second. My hair's really weird today. My parting's moved. It's not in its usual spot, and I don't like how it looks. It's messy. Okay, I'm going to pull in here for a second so we can check the map. Right. So we're at Malaga. Oh, I have actually been to Tetuan before. That was in the non-ProMods version. That was before Maghreb got taken over by ProMods. So it will have changed. The road layout will have changed a bit from before. And there'll be like new scenery detail and stuff like that. So let's check it out. Let's just head to the port, I think is probably the best option. Head to Gibraltar. And then there's a ferry over the what's the is it called the Strait of Gibraltar? The Strait of Gibraltar, I'm pretty sure. The strait between the Mediterranean and the Atlantic Ocean. Oh shit, what have I just hit? Myself. I've jackknifed. I'm not paying enough attention to where I'm going. Oh god, that's very bad. How have I managed to do that? There we go. Swing the front out. And we're good. I'm just going to pull out here. That's better. Hey, how's it going, STFC? Welcome back. You look amazing. Thank you, wee man. Thank you. It means a lot. Like, genuinely, I know... I was talking about it the other day, how I try to make as much effort as I can, you know, with my get-up for streams. I try to pick out a nice outfit, and I try to do some makeup and whatever else, but sometimes I just don't have the motivation for that. Sometimes I just want to sit and play a game and not have to spend an hour getting ready beforehand. So I appreciate I appreciate the compliments, despite my relative lack of effort today. Afternoon, currently at work. Nice one, Charlie. Good to have you here. Actually, I can turn off the UI as well, can't I? I forgot I could do that. We got the in-cab sat-nav, so I don't actually need to have any UI on screen at all, which is how I like it for Euro Truck. Oh, by the way, my gear shifter, not my gear shifter, my indicator stick on the side panel has broken slightly. There's a little plastic ring that stops it from moving too far in either direction. That's snapped out of place, so it moves a lot more violently than it used to now. It's not a big deal, like, it still works, but I guess the control panel's finally starting to show its age after 3 years. Oh, look at the gap. Did your new webcam arrive yet? It didn't, STFC. Still no sign of it. I ordered it on Wednesday, so almost a week ago. So if it doesn't arrive tomorrow, or if I still haven't got any tracking details or anything tomorrow, I'll let them know. How's everyone doing? Says Draydog. I'm good, Draydog. Thanks very much. How are you doing? Okay, let's get the cruise control on. So we're heading now towards Gibraltar. Once again, if you weren't here for the start of the stream, I'm playing with the new ProMods Maghreb. So we're currently driving down to Gibraltar. We're going to get the ferry over to Morocco. And later in the stream, we're also going to take a trip to Tunisia as well. I'm good, thanks. Debating whether or not to go out again this week for videos, says Draydog. Fair enough. I mean, the weather's still lovely, so... Unfortunately, it looks like I'm probably not going to be able to go to the Peak District this month after all. If you were here on Monday's stream, yesterday's stream, sorry, you'll know why. We had an unexpected vet bill on Sunday, which has set me and my brother back £300. So I think we might have to wait till April for my first Peak District video this year. One thing I don't like about the UI, the new UI, is that I still get pop-ups even when I've hidden the UI. Like I got a pop-up there that says I got 62 XP points for driving a certain distance without any cargo. That's something that in the older versions it used to appear on the sat-nav thing when you pulled up the hood, but now it appears on the top of the screen regardless of whether you've got the rest of the UI showing. Not a big fan of that. So hopefully they add a bit more customization as to which things appear as pop-ups and which don't. There's locations I go to that are walkable even if it's an hour or two, but doubt the Peak District is that quick of a walk from your house. Yeah, unfortunately not. I mean, it'd take me 5 or 6 hours just to walk to Sheffield. And it'd be a very boring walk as well. There's not really much to see on a walk from Doncaster to Sheffield. To be fair, it's not too expensive to get to the Peak District. Like maybe 20 quid there and back on the train, but obviously I've got to take lunch with me as well, so I've got to buy stuff to make sandwiches and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think in total, each trip to the Peak District, including train fares and my lunch and all that, it works out to maybe like £30–35 each time I go. Which again, not a huge amount, but I did just have to pay £300 for my cat to not have a C-section. It's a long story. We took her to the vet on Sunday. She was giving birth. The vet said she might need a C-section, which would have cost us £2,000. But in the end, she just needed a jab of oxytocin, which cost us £300. So it could have been a lot worse. Hold on a minute. I might need to open my windows in a second because it is really hot right now. I'll put my fan on. And hopefully it's hopefully the mic won't pick up the noise of the fan too much. How old is your cat? Says STFC. She is only about 18 months old, so too young to be having kittens, really. We were supposed to get her spayed in January, but she was in season at the time, and they can't get done whilst they're in season. And by the time she was out of season, someone had managed to get to her. So yeah, unfortunate. But these things do happen, you know, accidents happen. Like I say, fortunately, they gave her a jab to help her contractions along, and she ended up having 3 kittens. They're all fine, they're all healthy. As soon as she's old enough that, you know, as soon as she's finished breastfeeding them, she's getting done. Like she should have been 2 months ago. But it's always the way, isn't it? These things happen. Circumstances. I'm just relieved she's all right. I mean, even if we had needed to pay for a C-section, we would have found a way. You know, even if it had ended up costing us £2,000, we would have found a way, because we couldn't just leave her to, you know. Oh, am I supposed to be going through the tunnel there? Whoops. Sorry, I'm going to have to back up illegally because I didn't realise that we were supposed to be going down this tunnel. Oop. How long have you been driving, says Stan? Today, about 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Max says, have to head out. Glad I got to hang out with you for a little bit. Thanks, Max. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining the Patreon, by the way, Max. I do appreciate it. What's that supposed to mean? Are you disowning your cat? No. In what world does getting done mean disowning the cat? Getting done means getting spayed. As soon as she's finished breastfeeding the kittens, she's getting spayed so that she can't have any more. That's what I mean when I say she's getting done. So excited for this to come to console, says Weeman. Me too, Weeman. It's going to be so good. I've got a few friends who are console players, who are also really interested in Euro Truck, and I know that as soon as it does come out for console, I'm going to be able to, you know, play with my friends on it, which is very exciting. Assuming it's crossplay, which I can't realistically see why it wouldn't be. In fact, I think they have confirmed that it is crossplay, right? Have you checked out the new turbo monitor? Press A while driving. What, A on my keyboard? Oh, yeah, oh right, it turns the steering wheel. Funny. I mean, you should have done that whilst I was, like, at 70 miles an hour, really, not whilst I was stood still. Doesn't really land as much when I'm stood completely still. Can you wish me luck to win a Surren from a raffle tonight? Good luck, Irish Spec. What's a Surren? Forgive me for being uneducated on the matter. Do enlighten me. Yeah, see, that's what I mean as well. Like, it keeps popping up to tell me that I'm tired. It used to just do that with a yawn. It doesn't really need to tell me that as a pop-up, I don't think. So yeah, the new UI, it's not bad. I do wish that it was a bit more customizable and that there were certain elements that we could hide if we don't want to see them. I don't really need a pop-up to tell me that I'm tired. I can check that by opening the actual menu, you know. Is this online? It is STFC. The convoy is open. Anyone can join. You do need to have the correct mods, obviously. There's instructions in the Discord server if you would like to join the convoy. You will need all of the ProMods stuff, as well as some items from the Steam Workshop. Okay, here we go. Port Tanger Med. Okay. So, we are now in Morocco. We have been here before in Eurotruck, very long time ago. This was before it was part of the ProMods collection. You can see here we've actually not been from this port before. Last time we came in from, I think, Barcelona, or it could have been Marseille. I think it was probably Barcelona. But yeah, we've been into Morocco before. We've explored a tiny bit of it, but I haven't seen it since it was taken over by ProMods, so I don't know, you know, how much different it's going to look, how much it's been improved or overhauled. I guess we'll find out. Yes, I know I still need to sleep, and I'm gonna. As soon as I find somewhere. Why is there nowhere to actually sleep at the port? Okay, there's actually nowhere to sleep anywhere near me. We may end up dozing a little bit. Hold on, am I even going the right way here? I don't. Nope, that's a dead end. Let me pause for a second and check the map, because there's no way we're going to get all the way there without falling asleep at the wheel. Oh! Hold on. We can sleep at this checkpoint here. We could get to there. We can get to there. Can you just sleep without an area to sleep in? Unfortunately not, Dre Dog. Even though I do have a bed in the cab, as most trucks do these days, you can't just pull into any lay-by and sleep. You have to find a designated rest area, which is unfortunate. It would be nice if you could just sleep anywhere. I don't know. There's probably a mod for that. I've never looked into it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a sleep anywhere mod. What wheel is that, says Armin? This is the Logitech G heavy equipment wheel. I got it as a bundle with the side panel here and 2 pedals for £230, so very cheap. About the cheapest that you'll get for a sim wheel. A brand new one, obviously. You can get them cheaper second hand. But I've had this for about 3 years now, and it's served me well. It's not in the best condition. It's starting to show its age a bit. You know, it's got a bit of wear and tear. But yeah, it's good. It's lasted a long time, and it still works just fine. Is it for farming sim? Yes, it's designed primarily for farming sim. It's also very good for Eurotruck though, and I've also used it for SnowRunner, OMSI, basically any driving game. It works well for. It's not really designed for racing. It's more of a heavy-duty wheel, so you know it's not really for racing games. But any like heavy-duty driving games, buses, taxis. Not taxis, buses, lorries, trucks, you know, all that kind of stuff, tractors. It's good for all of that kind of stuff. Thanks for following Donut Women. Very kind of you. How are you doing? Can I go through this gate? Nope. Oh, I can. Thank God. We're not going to have a repeat of last week's gate situation, where every single toll booth that I went through, I went to the wrong gate and couldn't get through. Oh, did I just damage the trailer slightly? Oh, great. Please tell me we're not going to get stuck here. The only problem with... I've got a mod called Real Traffic Density. It's a really good mod, and it does add a lot more realistic level of traffic. The only downside is sometimes at roundabouts, the traffic will just back up all the way around the roundabout, and then nobody moves. Like that, it's happened quite a few times where a roundabout's just been completely gridlocked. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the traffic density mod. Did you play on Truckers MP, says Velquent? Not today. I have played on Truckers MP in previous live streams. Today, it's just me. I am on a convoy, but nobody else has joined just yet. I tend to stick with an open convoy so that anyone can join, like, whenever they feel like it. I like Truckers MP, don't get me wrong. The only thing for me is that Truckers MP doesn't have any AI traffic, so if you don't go to the big cities, there's just no other vehicles about. You have to really stick to the areas of the map that other players visit, or else it's just going to be completely empty. And I get why there's no traffic on Truckers MP, and it makes sense why there's no traffic on Truckers MP, but yeah, it just feels a bit empty if you don't go to the more popular areas. Okay, we can't go through this one either. I am just not good at toll booths. I've reached the conclusion I'm just not good at toll booths in general. I always end up going to the wrong one. This happened so many times at this point. And I'm probably going to get stuck on this barrier now, aren't I? Okay. From the previous convoys, it seems to be a bit of a hassle. It's just because of the mods, really. Like, convoys aren't really too much of a problem if you do vanilla. It's because I'm doing a modded convoy. So people have to have the exact same mod list, which can make it a bit difficult for, you know, to troubleshoot. Okay, finally had a rest, though. Hey, Hannah, how are you doing today? I'm very good, thank you. Let's get the lights on. And, oh, we don't actually have a destination now. We're in Morocco. The only city we've actually discovered in Morocco is Tétouan, so I'll see if I can get a job from there. No available cargoes for your trailer. Oh shit! I forgot. I've got the Feldbinder, haven't I? So we can only take, unless I dismiss the trailer, we can only take ADR jobs. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. If only there was a workaround where you don't have to have the same mods. There kind of is. There are some mods that are classed as optional mods, which is, you know, not every player has to have them. It's stuff, that's mostly like graphical stuff. Obviously anything that changes the map, every player's got to have it. Otherwise there'd be big holes in your map if you don't have the right mods. But yeah, with visual stuff, it's not so much of a problem. With something like the cab cats, for example, it doesn't really matter if another player doesn't have the cats, because you can't see other people's cats anyway. And we did test that. We did test it. Punters joined in a previous convoy, and when we met up, they couldn't see my cat, even though we both had that mod active, which was very disappointing. Can you drive in real life, says Hannah? I can't, Hannah, no. Never had a single driving lesson. I'm not really interested in driving, to be honest, in real life. It's very fun to do in a game, but I've never really had the inclination to do it IRL. Having lessons at the minute, and I love it. Nice one, Anna. Good luck with it. Okay, I just wish it wasn't dark. It's always nighttime. I really feel like every single time I play Euro Truck, it just seems to be nighttime constantly. Just been learning how to reverse park. Nice one. The speed limit here is 56, by the way. I'm doing 56 now, and I feel very unsafe. Okay, can I just go straight across here? £800 for 20 hours. Whew. So that's, what, £40 an hour? That is expensive. Okay, I can go under this bridge, right. Bought a car as well, cost me 7 grand. Oof. That's not bad for a car, though. In today's prices. What car do you have? Okay, all of this is new, I'm pretty sure. I don't recognise any of it. I'm very lucky my nan passed away in August and left me some money. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your nan's passing, but you know, if it's any consolation, you got some inheritance money out of it. You got a Ford Cougar 2 litre, nice one. What's this here? Is this a... Oh, it's a dealership, a truck dealership, right. Let me just swing back round to it. Oh, but it's a dual carriageway, so I can't go across there now. How am I going to get back round there? Oh, this is a roundabout. Right, this is just a huge roundabout here. Fair enough. I'm just hoping we don't go into a full World War III, says Draydog. Me too, me too. It'd be such a shame. Okay, it's just a truck dealer. Fair enough. Iran targeted a US fighter jet, apparently. I've heard all sorts of stories since the new conflict started. I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a tightrope because I want to keep up to date with what's going on. I want to know what's going on, but also I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be up to date on the situation, and I want to know what's happening. But it's just depressing. Okay, there's no jobs at all that we can do from here, apart from really, really long ones. I'm going to dismiss my trailer. Let's go to Freight Market. AX. What's AX? Ireland? I didn't even know we could go to Ireland. That must be from the Nordic Horizons. Or no, it'll be from ProMods Europe, won't it? This is unfortunate. There aren't any jobs, like, to Morocco. They're all, like, really long-distance ones to other places. I just want a job that is going to take me down to, like, Rabat or Kenitra. I guess we could just go there empty and then see if we can find any jobs when we get there. Let's go to... Oh, they've got a Coca-Cola factory in Kenitra. Let's go there. And I'm also really curious to see what this country road here is like, rather than following the motorway. So let's go this way. Right, how do I get back out of here? This way. So now I've got to go all the way around this roundabout again, haven't I? Oh, bit of a lag spike there. Apologies. Don't pull out. Thank you. You never know with some of them. There's a car there. It happened before as well. That car that we went past, its alarm went off. Even though we didn't touch the car and we were nowhere near it. Weird. It happened the first time we went round that roundabout as well. Oh shit, wrong lane. I need to be over there. Where are you driving to? Says Sophie. Right now we are driving to Kenitra in Morocco. We're currently in Tetouan. This is from the new ProMods Maghreb. So it's unexplored territory. I've not been here before in Eurotruck. Well, very briefly been to Tetouan before, but I've not explored the rest of the area. Okay, this is going to be a back road almost all the way, so I'm really curious as to how this is going to be. It's also pitch black as well, which is going to make this a nightmare. But I'm ready for it. I remember when you somehow spawned inside a van. Oh god, yeah. That was last week, I think, right? I just wish it was daytime. Like I said earlier, whenever I play this game, it's always nighttime. Like, I'd like to see the sights. This probably looks absolutely gorgeous in the daytime, you know? We're out in the desert, in the hills. There's probably an amazing view right now, and we just can't see it at all, because it's the middle of the night. How big's the actual map, says Lucas? Well, it's all of Europe, plus a little bit of North Africa and West Asia. It's mostly at a scale of 1 to 19. So it's almost 20 times smaller than the real Europe. Oh shit, I hit the central reservation there. once again, the speed limit here is 50. I don't think I would feel safe driving at 50 in this area. I'm going to stick to 30. I'm sorry. I think if we go up to 50, we're going to end up off the road. I mean, we could do 40. Even 40. This is 40! Oh my god. We are 10 miles under the speed limit right now. Look at it, this is insane! There's no way, the speed limit here is wrong. The speed limit here is wrong. Okay, now it's dropped to 37. How are we doing for fuel, by the way? Where is the fuel gauge now? Oh, it's on the bottom right now. Okay. Sorry, this new UI is taking some getting used to. And I do believe they've made some physics changes in this version as well. So I'm just going to use that as an excuse for any time that my driving is particularly bad. Okay, we're coming up to a town. I didn't catch the name on the sign there. And it's not marked on the map either, so guess we'll never know. Oh my god, once again, the speed limit here is 50. Look at this. This is like a real hairpin bend, and the speed limit here is 50. You must be joking. I think ProMods, if anyone's watching right now who works for the ProMods development team, I think you need to address some of the speed limits in the Maghreb region. There is no way. Look at the GPS. Look at what's ahead. There is no way anyone is getting down that at 50 miles an hour. There is no way in hell that the speed limit here is 50. Half it, at least. Archie says, my actual driving test is on Friday. I need something like this, lol. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend using a sim game as a driving help. Especially not Euro Truck. As fun as it may be. Oh my Christ. Oh, well, okay, we did actually go off-road just a tiny bit there. Look, again, this probably looks absolutely beautiful. If it was daytime right now, I'd be looking at this and I'd be thinking, God, that's gorgeous. But it's the middle of the fucking night and I can't see anything and I've just fucking collided with someone. I've probably just killed someone. I've actually just killed someone. In the middle of nowhere, out in the mountains, we've just committed a vehicular manslaughter. Because look at that, look at how tight the corners are! The speed limit here is... Okay, well here it's 37. It's still way too high though. You know what? I'm just gonna crawl. I'm going down to 3rd gear, and I'm just gonna stay at like 10 miles an hour until we get past all of these hairpin bends, because I don't want to cause another accident. Look at this. Look at this corner. That's insane. Cruise control. Thank you. Oh god, there's roadworks as well? Even better. I don't care what the speed limit says, I'm ignoring it. 50 miles an hour? Fuck that. You're lying. You're lying to me. I'll do 30, but no more. Okay, maybe we can do a bit more now. It's starting to even out a bit. Right. Another hairpin. Slow down. Slow down. Right down. There we go. Oh my god, look at that drop. You know what, maybe it's a good thing that we can't see, because I think this would be even more terrifying if we could see how steep the drops were off the side of the road. Okay, we've arrived somewhere. What are you playing, says LD? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. I think I'll refill, actually. We haven't refilled for a while. By the looks of it, we don't really need to, but better safe than sorry. Oh, I need to change my currency as well. It's currently in krona. For some reason. God knows why. Options. Gameplay. Nope, not gameplay. Interface. Displayed currency. GBP. Anything else that's changed? No, it's only ever the currency. It's very strange that whenever the mod list changes, it changes the currency, and it always like defaults to krona. I wonder why that is. Ooh. Let's look both ways, shall we? Xar El Kabir discovered. Nice one. There could be some jobs here, actually. Let me... I'm going to turn right instead. And I'm going to see if I can find somewhere to pull over. I mean, sure. Definitely not a safe place to pull over, but who cares? Let's see if there's any jobs from here. Freight market. No, cargo market, sorry. Xar El Kabir to Tunis. Perfect. Perfect. Because I did want to explore Tunisia as well. Okay, let's take that. Hot chemicals. 21 tons of hot chemicals from Xar El Kabir to Tunis. I've just shut the engine down by accident. I might do a quick stream restart, by the way, at 5 o'clock. Just because it's been a little bit quiet today. Okay, well, I'm not driving all the way up there to come back down. I'm just going to do a U-turn. Fallow cargo, that's where I need to be. This rain is real bad. I don't think I've seen rain this bad in game for a while. Like, it's genuinely having a very big impact on my visibility right now. Here we go. Okay, cargo market. Take job. We're going to need to take 2 ferries, one to Marseille and then one to whatever the port is in Tunisia, whatever the port city is. Not entirely sure, we'll find out when we get there. I am way off there. That's more like it. Okay, there we go. It's a bit rough, but it'll do. Nope, handbrake's already off. Okay. So, we are on the move again. We are heading to Tunis. First up to Port Tanger, then across to Marseille, another ferry down to... oh, the ferry itself, the ferry goes to Tunis itself. So, and as you can see, I've never been here before. We've never visited this part of the map before. It's going to be entirely new territory, so I'm looking forward to it. That was my fault. That was entirely my own fault. God, this rain, I can't get over how bad this rain is. That's better. I didn't realise the wipers weren't on full. Do you still play Farming Sim? I do, Joe, yes, on Fridays. I'm taking the motorway this time, by the way, so it's going to be a lot quicker than that back road we took on the way down. Oh, we're way too fast. Way too fast on the roundabout. Oh, shit. Whoops. Hey, what game is this? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2, Johnny. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing? Oh my Christ. There we go. I didn't have my high beams on. I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, to be honest, but we'll keep them on. What lorry are you driving? This is the Scania Streamline R730. Okay. Oh no, wrong gear. Deactivate wipers. Oh, it's still raining. You trying to get me killed, game? Okay, it is coming up on 5 o'clock. I am going to do a quick stream restart in just a minute. I should probably find somewhere to pull over. Or I could just pull over on the hard shoulder, just for a second. Okay, right. Finish off my monster. Don't worry, I've got a backup Dr. Pepper. And I'm going to restart the stream on TikTok. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, there we go. And we're back. For those of you who aren't in the know, sometimes I restart my TikTok live streams at 5 PM because that's when people finish work, so there's normally a spike in viewers at that time. But TikTok's more likely to recommend a stream that's only just started than one that's been going for a while. So that's why I do it. I don't do it every time, just when we get to 5 o'clock, if the viewership's a bit low, it sometimes helps to fix that. Welcome back, everyone, welcome back. We need to sleep in 3 hours. I think we can sleep on the ferry. We'll be able to make it. Okay, all the way up to 12. Oh, maybe a bad idea on these corners. We are well over the speed limit as well. Let's slow it down. We're only supposed to be doing 56. Has the rain actually... It has slowed down a bit. I think we can turn the wipers down to the lowest setting for now. Or maybe the middle setting. Yeah. Okay, let's get that cruise control on again. We can go a bit faster. Okay, it's 5 AM in game, by the way, so hopefully it's going to finally start to get lighter soon. It's been nighttime for almost the entire stream so far. Oh, I can see a little bit of light just starting to appear. Has it stopped raining? It has. Lovely. Okay, we might finally get to see some of the sights then before we leave and head back to Europe. Oh God. Oh, this is the roundabout that we almost got stuck at on the way in because there was so much traffic. Hopefully we can get back out this time. It seems like we should be alright. This is the problem. It's cars being in the wrong lane. Look! It's cars being in the wrong lane and then trying to change at the last second. You know, like they do in real life. I mean, I'm not going to act all high and mighty about it because I've done the same thing. Especially at toll booths. Many a time I've been in the wrong lane at a toll booth and had to reverse. But this isn't about me. This is about the AI traffic. Okay. Entering the port, it is just starting to get light. We're just about to leave the country, and now it finally gets light. Almost the entire time that we've been in Morocco, it has been the middle of the night. And here comes the sun, right as we're about to leave. Lovely. New webcam yet? Not yet, Charlie. Still no sign of it, unfortunately. What's the detail like on Euro Truck? Is it worse than Farming Sim? It's got more detail than Farming Sim, I think. I am playing with a few graphics overhaul mods as well, which adds even better textures. But generally speaking, I think even the base game I think Farming Sim's got better lighting. But I feel like Euro Truck is more detailed. I don't know, they're both pretty good. Oh, look at those God rays. Is there sex scenes in this game, says Lymore? Not that I'm aware of. If there are, I haven't found them yet. Believe me, I've tried. I've driven everywhere in Europe in search of them, but no. And it's too late to get a refund because I've played for more than 2 hours. Whoa. Okay, that corner was a bit tighter than I was expecting. Onto the ferry. Take us to France, if you please. Marseille. 23 hours, £1,441. Let's go. Okay, and then we've got to get straight back on the ferry again, this time to Tunis. 23 hours, £648. So same time, but the price is like almost half. Interesting. Okay, now we're entering new territory. So I've never been to Tunisia in-game before. This is completely new ground for me. Let's see how it is. This is also from the Maghreb mods, by the way. At least it's daytime now. Tunis discovered. Nice one. Do you make mods? Not for Euro Truck, no. I've been tempted to in the past. I thought about making a Doncaster mod. I'm from Doncaster, so I thought about adding that into the UK. But I didn't know where to begin, to be honest. I really hope Doncaster is included in the UK rework that they're doing at the minute. Whereabouts in Doncaster? Doncaster. That's as specific as I'm willing to be on a public live stream. Hi Charlie, how are you doing? I was about to shift up, but never mind. Where are you? We are currently in Tunis, which is, of course, the capital of Tunisia. We're delivering 21 tons of hot chemicals. Oh, whoa, why are we going backwards? Whoa, what happened there? I know that you're trans, but do all trans girls change their names? No, I haven't changed my name. Saul is my birth name. That's the name that my parents gave to me when I was born. I did change my middle name, well, my middle names, but I was very happy with my first name that my parents gave me. Some people are. It just varies from person to person, you know. Some people want to change their name, some people don't. For a lot of trans people, you know, keeping that name can bring up a lot of bad memories, you know. It can remind you of a time before you came out that you might not necessarily want to look back at fondly. So a lot of trans people do change their names, which is totally fine. I just really liked my name, though. I really like Saul. I think it's a really nice name. So I didn't want to change it. Gorp, says Scuba. Is that Swedish? I'd like to apologise to Sweden for that racially insensitive joke. Ooh, okay, slow down, slow down. We are way too fast right now. Clip to that, says Kalen. Thank you, Kalen. You've saved me a job. Okay, here we are. This is our destination. Is this the new update? Yes, I am on the newest version of the game now. There have been quite a few changes, particularly to the UI. I don't know why those vehicles are disappearing, just ignore that. But it's, you know, it's still mostly familiar. This is a very strange looking delivery area, though. I've not seen anything like this before. Oh. Can I even get round there from here? I might have to go in the other gate. Because this is a sleep area. Odd. Yeah, so some traffic disappears there. Very strange. Okay, you could maybe add some signage to make it a little bit clearer which gate is the entrance. Because there's 3 gates, and I got it wrong twice. Here we are, this is where it needs to be. Hold on. There we go. Should be a nice straight shot. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Not much to say about that job. No damage, no trouble, no fines, no late fees. Pretty good. Let's see what's next. Hey there, Logs. Long time no speak. How have you been doing? Okay, Tunisia to Albia, maybe. Thanks for following, by the way, Logs. I don't want a job that's too long. Oh, we are sorting by route length right now. Okay. Ooh, not Portugal. That's too far. Oh my god. Definitely not. St. Petersburg? Oh my god. This job is worth $250,000. But it's far too far. Let's go Albia in Sardinia. What's the big island called? Sicily? I don't know. I'm not good at geography. Is this a new channel, says Logs? Relatively, yeah. It's been going for about 2 months. Okay, this is a bit annoying. So, we have to go to the other gate to accept the job, to then come back to this gate to pick up the cargo. That's a bit weird, isn't it? So this is where we accept the job. Never mind, it says that there is no job now. Where did it go? There's no other marker where we could accept a job from, is there? Oh, there is. Yeah, there's one there. Right. Okay, cargo market. Take job. Oh, can we pick up the trailer? Do we have to reverse in, or can we pick up the trailer this way round? I wonder. Nope, we have to be the other way around. Fair enough. Fits on point, by the way. Thank you, Logs. I appreciate that. Okay, there we go. We're not quite straight, but we can load. And off we go. So, we're now off to Italy. We've got to get the ferry to Palermo and then another one to Cagliari. Okay, I'm going to open my Dr. Pepper. Shouldn't be doing this while driving. Oh shit. Oh god, this is the wrong way. Oh fuck. Oh god, I can't course correct right now. I'm drinking. This is why you don't do that, people. This is why you don't... You should not be distracted when you're driving. No drinking, no eating, no going on your phone. Learn from my mistakes. I spilled a little bit of Dr. Pepper on me as well, I think. No, I'm good. Driving is perfect, says Kieran. For now. For now. Keep watching. Oh, whoa. See what I mean? Okay, back this way again. We'll probably have time for a couple more jobs as well after this. If we have done fairly short jobs today so far, so... Well, I say short. Morocco to Tunisia isn't exactly a short drive, but it was mostly by ferry, so... Oh shit, I've just shifted down. I meant to shift up. Thank God there's an auto clutch on this game, because if I was driving with manual clutch, I would be stalling constantly. Like, I just know that as soon as I get that clutch pedal, I'm going to have to completely relearn driving again from scratch. And yeah, just for anyone who's not aware, I don't have a clutch pedal, I've only got brake and accelerate. Euro Truck Simulator has an auto clutch option, so I don't have to like push down a clutch pedal to shift gears, I can just move the gear shifter. I am looking to get a clutch pedal at some point, but like I say, when I do, I'm going to have to completely relearn how to drive again, because then I actually will need to be making sure I'm using clutch at the right time and not stalling, and that's going to be fun. You can all teach me how to drive again, like you did when I first got the gear shifter. And hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. What wheelbase is that, says Jensen? This is the Logitech G heavy equipment wheel. It's an all-in-one thing, so the wheel is like permanently affixed to the steering column. It's very cheap. It only cost me £230 for this and the side panel here. But it's a good entry-level wheel if you're interested in heavy-duty games like Farming Sim, Euro Truck, etc. It's a good starting point. I definitely do want to upgrade it at some point, and I've been saying that for years, but it is something that I will eventually get round to. But it's not bad. It's not bad for what it is. Did you ever play Truckers MP? I do, yes. Right now I'm on single player. Well, technically I'm on a convoy, but it's just me. But I have played Truckers MP in the past. Oh. Okay. Right. Let's shut the engine off this time. So, we want to be going to Palermo. Yeah, definitely Palermo. I was wondering if we could go a different way, but no. I'm a sim gear nerd, and I've never seen that wheelbase before. Like I say, it's very entry level, very like cheap, all-in-one kind of package. So most sim players will go straight to like more complicated stuff where the wheelbase is separate. Like Moser, for example, where you get the column and then you buy the wheel as a separate piece. But yeah, this is just an all-in-one bundle, which is a very like cheap entry-level thing. But it's good. Like I say, it does what it's made to do. It's cheap, but it works. I have a Fanatec 8NM CSL DD, nice one. I've heard very good things about Fanatec. Right, why is it giving me a tutorial on driving right now? I've also accidentally positioned myself where I can't see the lights at all. Always a good thing to do. I thought that we were going to be straight onto another ferry. Where are we actually going right now? Wait, we are? What the hell? It's just taking me round in a circle and then going straight back to the port that we just left? What? Why? Why would you do that? Oh well, there's a photo opportunity around the corner anyway, so we might as well hit that while we're here. Oh, it's one of these ones, right. Can we actually go down there? I know it's not marked on the map, but it might be like a secret, like a hidden passage you can find scattered around the map sometimes. No. Okay, there is an invisible barrier there. That's a shame, because it would have been really nice to get a picture under the arch. I'm in reverse still. Right, can you let me... Please, I'm trying to take a photo. I'm trying to get into a good position to take a photo. You're not helping. Oh, fuck it. Never mind. Fuck the photo. I'll take one here instead. How do I go? Up and down? Q. Okay. That's good. It's not a brilliant photo, but it'll do. Thanks for following the local TikTok page. I've noticed a lot of cars just spawning in today, and spawning out for that matter. I wonder if that's a consequence of the new update, or if it's a mod thing, some kind of conflict, perhaps. Okay. Back on the ferry that we never should have left in the first place. Ooh. Okay, to Cagliari. 12 hours, £676. Let's go. Right hand side. Unfortunately, that command won't work on the YouTube stream, DJ, but there is a link in the description of the stream to the Discord server if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, how far away are we, by the way? It's like exactly in the center of the island. Fantastic. No, I didn't want to do that. So how far is that? Where do I see that now that the UI is all changed around? Okay, bottom left, just under the actual sat-nav, it says how far the goal is and how long it's going to take. So it's going to take 2.5 hours and it's 106 miles. And it also tells me the time limit on the job. I've got 42 hours to finish the job. I think we might make this one in time. I don't think we're going to be late today. Whereabouts are you in the game? We are currently in Sardinia. We just got off the ferry in Cagliari and we're heading to... I don't know the exact name of the place that we're going, actually. Where is that? It's an island off the west coast of Italy, which is part of Italy. How long have you been playing for? Today we've been playing for about 2.5 hours. If you mean the game in general, I've been playing since about 2019. In fact, no, probably earlier. 2018, I'd say. Thanks for following CK Truck Photography. Are you on multiplayer? I am on a convoy. Currently, I'm the only person here, but the convoy is open for people to join. You do have to have the correct mods, so you will need to be in the Discord server to get instructions on all the mods that you're going to need. I'm playing with ProMods and a few Steam Workshop items as well. How much longer are you on for? We're going to be on till 7, so another hour and a half. If you are interested in joining the convoy, you've got an hour and a half to make sure you've got everything downloaded and installed. Okay, Olbia, that's where we're going, Olbia. Which is like right slap bang in the middle of the island. Do I have to have ProMods? Yes, you will need all of the ProMods stuff. ProMods Europe, Middle East, Great Steppe, and Maghreb, as well as the cabin accessories pack and the trailer pack. Do you do anything for work, or do you mainly do streaming? At the minute, I'm between jobs, Alex. My last job was a graphic designer in a print shop, doing like business cards, posters, stuff like that for local businesses. But I would like to be doing something more game design related. I have a degree in game design, so that's my ambition, is something game development related. Streaming's just something I do. It would be nice to make a living off this, but I don't really get enough views to do that. Although I do appreciate everyone who does view. And I do, of course, make a little bit of money from my Patreon supporters. Shout out to those guys. In fact, I might do a quick Patreon readout when we can get to somewhere that I can stop. Obviously, I can't pause the game because it's convoy. See, these laybys here should be rest points, I think. Nice car. Okay, 44 miles to go. I've always wondered how well I could actually play this game without a sat-nav. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn the in-cab sat-nav off. Obviously, I can hide the UI sat-nav, but the sat-nav that I've got inside the actual truck, as far as I know, there's no way to hide that. But it would be interesting to try, if there was a way to remove it. I mean, I could just get a truck that doesn't have sat-nav. But it would be interesting to try and navigate without it. You can turn it off, says Scott. How do you do it, Scott? My mum forced me to cut my hair. Sorry to hear that, Andy. Can't remember the button, but I can do it with my Hori truck controls. Ah, okay. I'll have a look into it for next time. Like I say, it'd be interesting to see if I could actually do a job without looking at the sat nav. Like, I'd look at the main map to get an idea of the route, but then from there just try and get there. You know what I mean? So there must be a button, just got to map it. Yeah, true, true. Okay, here we are, Olbia. Some of the textures here are a little bit off. I think this is one of the older expansions though, isn't it, Italy? You'll most likely experience a few wrong turns on your first few tries, says Draydog. I mean, I make wrong turns with the sat-nav, so it wouldn't be anything new, really. Oh, there's a missing texture there. That barrier on that side, the base of it just has no texture at all. It's completely invisible. You are beautiful. Thank you, EdXL Hub. How would you know where you're going without the sat-nav? I would check, like, before a journey, check the map, and then maybe I could check the map periodically if I got to rest stops. Like, well, like, how did people navigate before sat-navs, right? You'd have a physical atlas, and you'd only be able to check it if you actually pulled over. So I guess if I used the big map and just checked it every now and then, like pulled over every now and then to check the big map to see where we were, I think it'd be an interesting challenge. I mean, that's how we used to do it. When I was younger, we used to go to the seasides. That was like our big holiday, because we couldn't afford to go abroad. But my granddad used to always drive us to Mablethorpe. And I would always be the navigator. I would always sit in the passenger seat with an actual physical atlas and tell him where to go. And we went the exact same route every time, so presumably he already knew exactly where he was going, and I really wasn't helping that much. But I loved it. I really felt like I was contributing to giving him directions. How old are you? I'm 26, Scott. 27 this month. What's the name of the game? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Draydog says, just ordered myself another pizza. Good thing I'm doing videos again. I'll get rid of the takeaway. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, it is quarter to 6, so we've definitely got time for more. 27 and still live with parents, says Andy Newton. Source on that one, Andy? I live with my brother. Oh, there are no jobs from here. Where's the nearest place to get a job from? Cagliari. Oh, we can get another one from Cagliari to Tunis. If we can get there in an hour and a half, which we might not be able to. 2 hours and a half we could do. Let's try that one. I was thinking again but it's a lot of money, says Shirley. I think it's actually fairly cheap, to be honest, compared to certain other games on the market. Why is my handbrake not flipping? There we go, thank you. How much is it? It costs, I think, £13.50 for the base game. And it is normally on sale. It's literally on sale all the time. If it's not on sale right now, wait for like a week and it'll be on sale. And when it is on sale, it's like £4.50. Do you have PC? Yes, I am on PC. The game is PC only at the minute. It is coming to console later this year, but right now it's PC only. The console release date is Q3, I believe. So, sort of September time. I actually dislike Saul, says Andy Newton. I got that impression, Andy. Now, the question is, folks, is he going to actually leave? Because almost invariably, whenever somebody comes onto my stream and says, I don't like you, I'm leaving now, they never leave. I guarantee he's gonna stay and keep commenting. I would put money on it. No, don't mute him. Don't mute him, Dre Dog. I want to see if he carries on commenting. I'm curious. Let's find out. Are you going to upgrade your PC, says Dre Dog? Probably not for a while yet. You know, I've only had this PC for about a year and a half. It's probably going to be another year or two before I upgrade it. It really depends on a couple of games that are coming out this year. Subnautica 2 is coming out this year. GTA 6 obviously is coming out this year. It really depends how well those games run on my current PC, because if they come out and they just run like shit, then I might have to consider an upgrade, you know, sooner rather than later. But yeah, I've not had this one for that long, so in the normal course of things, I would say, and it'll be at least another year or two before I think about upgrading again. Has it been that long? It's gone quick. It has, Scott. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it just before Christmas 2024, which, yeah, a while ago now. The time really does fly, doesn't it? It's been almost 2 years since I started TikTok. That is crazy. Like, almost 2 years since my first live stream. And I genuinely can't believe that. It has flown by. 3060 is a good GPU, or 6700 XT. 3060 is what I was thinking. I've currently got a 2070, but 3060 is the one that I've had my eye on. But having said that, you know, in 2 years, when I do come to upgrade my PC, there'll be even better graphics cards on the market, so we'll see. We'll see. For the price, you may as well get the 4060. I have heard good things about the 4060. Sorry. Eye problem. Oh, now my eye's watering because I rubbed it. I've made it worse. I had something in my eye, so I rubbed it, and now my eye's watering. I had it before and upgraded to the 5070. Nice one, Scott. Like I say, I don't want to like commit to a certain graphics card, because obviously in 2 years' time, when I do upgrade my PC, there'll be new ones on the market. And it really just depends. Like I say, it all really depends on the games that I'm going to be playing this year and how well they perform. Again, if GTA 6 comes out and it runs like absolute shit, then I might have to get a new PC this year. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the PC I've got right now is fine for the games that I'm playing at the minute, you know. So I'm happy with it as of right now. Yeah, only upgrade if yours stops playing the games you play. Exactly, exactly. I'm not the kind of person who has to upgrade just because like there's a new graphics card and I have to have it. You know, I'm very much the sort of person. I have a if it ain't broke, don't fix it attitude. You know, that's probably why I still haven't bought a new steering wheel, even though I keep saying that I'm gonna get one. Because part of me feels like, unless this one stops working, there's no point in getting a new one. Oh, it's starting to get a little bit misty. Started getting into story games and wanted to play in 4K, so I upgraded. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Does anyone know when ETS2 is coming to Xbox, says Dylan? Roughly Q3 this year, so September time. Well, August, September... No, July, August, September is Q3, right? Oh my god, it has started raining very rapidly. Wrong button. That's the window. Yeah, as soon as I saw the mist starting to roll in, I knew that the visibility was about to drop sharply. Do you think it'll come out then? I think so. I think so. The thing with SCS software is they're fairly reliable with their release dates. Once they've given a release date, they very rarely go past it. Like, I know a lot of people clowned on them a bit with the West Balkans DLC, because it took a very long time for it to come out, but they deliberately didn't give a release date until it was, like, in the final stages. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, if they've given a release date, they will most likely stick to it, knowing their previous track record, you know. I'm the same with my phone. If it ain't broke and it works fine, just wait till I get my new one. Exactly, Draydog. Exactly. Like, my phone contract, I just finished paying off this one just before Christmas, so this is fully paid off now. But I'm not upgrading. It works fine. It's a great phone. There's no reason to upgrade. Again, it's the same situation. I know a lot of people who, as soon as their phone contract's paid off, they'll immediately get the latest phone and take out another contract, and I'm just like, why would you do that? There's just no... I don't see the point in upgrading unless your current phone is broken. I don't know, I guess I just can't imagine having that much disposable income that I would get a new phone just because it's new. I'm not getting rid of this until it's got a massive crack through the screen and is completely unusable, you know what I mean? Which, you know, hopefully, touch wood, fingers crossed, won't happen anytime soon. Okay, this job's still available. It expires in 5 minutes. Oh my god, we got here just in time to take this job. I'm going to open my window for better visibility, because the rain is completely covering it. Oh god, I should probably open this one as well. Look at the glare on that. Okay, I think we should be able to get in there. So foggy in your game? It is, Seedrills. Yeah, I'm using a mod called Realistic Brutal Graphics and Weather, which makes the weather a lot more realistic, and it adds in this really, really heavy fog. Sometimes you get it when it rains, sometimes you don't. Okay, I think we're a little bit off the mark there. Let's try and straighten up a little bit. There we go. Love the content, thank you, Brooklyn. I appreciate it. Okay, I think we'll put the windows up for now. I do like to put the windows down when it's raining, because obviously rain covering the windows impacts visibility quite a lot. I've started playing Truck Sim and it's brilliant. I'm glad to hear it, Brooklyn. Honestly, I'll never get bored of this game. I don't care what anyone says. I will never get bored of just driving around in a truck. I think it's so much fun. It's so relaxing. I love it. Okay, so we are now heading back to Tunisia. We have got hot chemicals again. I think the only thing we've actually transported today has been hot chemicals. We've done 3 different jobs that have been hot chemicals. Put the window down. Anytime. Thank you. I actually like having this. I like the sound of the window being open in the rain as well. I like hearing the rain. Okay, the fog started to clear, but obviously still raining. You good? Says Tractor Man. I am. How are you doing, Tractor Man? Okay, Cagliari, back on the ferry again. How many ferries have we taken today? 4, I think. We're about to take 2 more. Okay. Ferry to Palermo. And then... do we have to, like, back up and then go back into it again? Yep. There we go. And another ferry to Tunis. So that's 6 ferries we've taken today. So far, we've still got an hour left. We could take more. Okay, it's not raining now. It's not raining. It is raining. Of course, it wasn't raining inside the ferry. Whoa. Okay. Bit close to the barrier there. You're doing really well with the followers. You'll be on your old goal soon. I hope so, Draydog. I hope so. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the day that we finally catch up to where we were on the old account. Because starting again from scratch has been... I mean, I've enjoyed, you know, getting a new audience and you know, people finding my content for the first time. Oh, but seeing my follower count reset to 0, you know, and having to start all the way from scratch, it has been a bit disappointing, and I've gotten stuck on this gate, by the way. please tell me I'm not, like, properly stuck. I think I might actually be, like, immovably stuck right now. Okay, we're free. Thank God. What days do you play Farming Sim? Fridays, Tractorman. But yeah, like I say, I think if I can get to 7,500, which is how many followers the old account had before I abandoned it, that would be really great. I feel like right now we're just kind of making up, you know, we're catching back up to where we were. Okay, I'm not getting involved. We'll stay in 6. Okay, we may be stuck here for a while. Maybe not. Has it stopped raining? Yes, it has. Put the window back up then. It's so much quieter as well. The volume difference with the window open versus closed is crazy. Are we going back to the exact same place that we delivered to before? Oh no, this is a different place. Do you do OMSI anymore, says Zeus the Labrador? I don't, Zeus, no. We only played OMSI twice, way back. If there's more demand for it, I would consider doing it again. I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy the game that much, to be honest. It just wasn't really for me. I'm not really that interested in buses. But the streams were quite popular. People did enjoy watching it, so I'd consider doing it again. Hi, Jamesy. I'd literally sit here through the 3 full hours watching it. I'm sure you would, Dre Dog. I'm sure you would, and that's good. That's great. Like I say, there's if there's demand for something, then I'll consider doing it. But at the same time, it's not like a high priority, because it's not a game that I personally was massively into. Ever played Satisfactory? I haven't, actually, no. I've played quite a lot of Factorio, though. I do play that on stream occasionally. I haven't done for a while, but we did have a series called Factorio Thursday that I did last year. That's kind of the opposite situation. That's a game that I really, really love, but doesn't have a lot of demand. Factorio, I mean. Which is why I stopped playing it on stream. But again, I'd love to revisit it. Thanks for following, Jamesy Davidson. Would you play Ark Survival Ascended? Maybe. I don't really know much about the Ark series. I don't think I've played any of them. Thanks for following, Zeus the Labrador. What is your favourite game? My favourite game of all time is a PS1 game called Oddworld Abe's Exodus, and we played it on stream last year. I actually played through the entire Oddworld series on stream last year. But yeah, it's my favourite game. I've got it on the PS1. I've got it obviously on PC, which is how I was able to stream it. One of the very first games that I ever played, and it has a very, very special place in my heart because of that. And also, it's just a good game. It really holds up as a game. Thanks for following, Bobby Halliday. Okay, we are going to see if there's another job we can do. Tuniz to Tuniz. Tuniz to Enfida. That sounds good, because that takes us a little bit further south. There's 3 cities in Tunisia that we can visit, and so far we've only visited Tuniz. So let's take this one, Enfida. Chemicals. Not hot chemicals this time. This is the first job we've done where the chemicals have been cold. Okay, we just got to go and hit the marker first. Take job. Oh, it's in a different berth this time. Right. I remember playing that Simpsons game, forget what it's called. Do you mean Simpsons Hit and Run, Dre Dog? Because I fucking love Simpsons Hit and Run. I actually found out that there's quite a big community around Simpsons Hit and Run, and they've made a complete, like, from scratch emulator of the game, which I tried out about a year ago. I would actually consider playing that on stream. I would love to play that on stream. It's such a great part of my childhood. I have so many great memories of Simpsons Hit and Run. I don't think it's controversial to say that it was the best Simpsons game ever made. And I don't think there's much competition either, to be honest. I think Simpsons games in general, there's not a lot of good options. I did enjoy the Simpsons game. There's one that's just called The Simpsons Game, which I think came out around the time that the Simpsons movie came out. That one was quite good. But I genuinely don't think any other game has come close to Hit and Run. Definitely the best game in the Simpsons universe, you know. And yeah, I'd love to play that on stream one day. That would be a lot of fun. I wish there was more Doctor Who games. Same, Dre Dog. I really don't understand why there isn't a good Doctor Who game. Like, there's so much potential there. Like, an open world exploration game where you get a TARDIS and you can go to, like, any planet in the universe, you know, and maybe every planet's got, like, a quest on it where, you know, you have to help out this alien race. Basically, just like the show, you know, they land on a planet, there's some kind of conflict going on, the Doctor solves it, moves on. You could make that into a game so easily. All Doctor Who games are not that good, says Sean. I agree. I don't think there's ever been a truly good Doctor Who game. And I don't understand why, because it seems like such an easy thing to get right. Like, just make the show into a game. Just have a game that follows the exact format of the show. Like I say, you land on a planet, you choose a random planet, you land on it, there's a mission that you have to do, and then you go to another planet and repeat the process, you know? Why can't we just have that? I don't understand why that's seemingly an impossible task. Hello, Glamrock, Freddy Fazbear, how are you doing today? I'm great, how about you? I'm good, I'm good. It's been a pretty decent stream. We got about 10 or 12 new followers today, which I'm very pleased with. Do you clean, says Sean. Just like in general, like my house, yeah. I'm not a cleaner, if that's what you mean. Hi, Michael Fox. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Do you live alone? No, Sean. I live with my brother. Okay, wait. This time we actually do have to go this way. This is the mistake I made before is I went down this slip road when I wasn't supposed to, but this time we actually do have to use this slip road, so I am going the right way. Do you program, says Sean? I do, yes. I have a degree in programming. I have a computer science degree. Game design is definitely something that I want to do. It's my area of interest. Howdy, Trainsman on YouTube. How are you doing? ProMods, I see. Yes, indeed. We're currently in Tunisia, which is part of the ProMods Maghreb mod. Michael Fox says, do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? I burned my hand today because I was trying to rewire my Trackmaster Thomas to a bigger battery box. Oh dear. Oh dear. Freddy Fazbear. Sorry to hear that. God, I've not had Trackmaster for years. Oh. I regret throwing away all of my Trackmaster, and just Thomas merch in general. I used to have so much Wooden Railway, I used to have so much Trackmaster, I used to have die-cast Thomas, Thomas and Friends. I regret getting rid of all of it. Especially now that I've got a nephew who would absolutely love all that stuff, and I don't have it anymore. God. Don't throw away your childhood, people. You'll regret it. It's the same with my Lego. I threw away... Well, I didn't throw it away, but I gave away almost all of my Lego that I had as a kid. And it has taken me years to build up my Lego collection from scratch again. I just regret it so much. Michael Fox says, I'm rebuilding my childhood, got about 100 Hot Wheels. That is so cool, Michael. Good for you. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like... I've spoken about it in a previous stream. I think it might have been last week. I feel like you get to a certain age and just instinctively you throw away all of your childhood toys because you think, oh, I'm a big grown-up now, I don't want these anymore. And then a few years later you look back and you think, why the hell did I get rid of all of that shit? I really, really loved that stuff. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about my Lego, that's how I feel about my Trackmaster, my Wooden Railway stuff. I just regret throwing away my childhood toys. Trainsman says, just rode in ProMods Europe in Ireland, went all the way to Kilkenny from Belfast, 12 hours, 39 minutes. Nice one, Trainsman. We've been to Ireland a few times in ProMods. I'm looking forward to being able to go to Ireland in the official game. I'm really looking forward to the Ireland DLC that they're working on. If someone's going to be judgy about your hobbies, they don't need to be in your life. I couldn't agree more, Michael. I couldn't agree more. Again, I think we get to a certain age in life and we feel like, you know, you're not allowed to enjoy that stuff anymore because you're a grown-up now. There's nothing wrong with reliving your childhood, you know, there's nothing wrong with collecting those toys that you used to have when you were a kid and that you regret getting rid of. What's this game called? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Do you play any racing sims? Thinking about getting an iRacing subscription? I don't, Michael, no. I'm not really into racing, to be honest. I'm more into your heavy-duty driving, so farming sim, Euro Truck sim, that kind of stuff. Racing games just aren't really my thing. Sean says, there's no point being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes. Exactly. Excellent Fourth Doctor quote there. One of my favourite Doctor Who quotes of all time. There's no point being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes. To be honest, I'm not as into heavy-duty stuff, but if they made a digging simulator, I'd be into that. That would be good. I think that's what I expected Roadcraft to be. If you've not heard of it, Roadcraft is a game by the same people who did SnowRunner. And it was supposed to be like a construction-based game, where you like build roads mainly. And that's really what I was expecting it to be, like a proper construction site kind of game, where you could take control of each vehicle and you know, do the whole build process. I just really feel it under-delivered. I did play SnowRunner. I did play... can someone... Draydog, can you mute EdXL immediately, please? Actually, you know what? I'll do it myself. I'm very, very sorry, chat. I apologize, genuinely. That should be a muted words. I don't know why it's not, to be honest. I don't think I can actually remove individual comments. That's very annoying. That's the sort of word that should just be muted by TikTok by default. Like, I shouldn't need to add that to my blocked words list. It should just be a word that TikTok automatically blocks. So I apologize. Trainsman on YouTube says, I feel like the developers are really working on small roads and stuff. There are small factories which I'd love to see, and even small challenging roads like Cross Magdalen in Northern Ireland. Yeah, I agree. I think in recent DLCs there has been a lot more of that. There's been a lot more of... Sorry. There we go. There's been a lot more, like, narrower roads, mountain roads, that kind of stuff. The road to the Black Sea, which adds in Romania, Bulgaria, and a part of Turkey, that has some really, really great mountain roads, and I just love all of those kind of roads. I prefer driving on those roads than on the motorway, to be honest. So I hope they keep that up, and especially, you know, especially the UK and Ireland have a lot of really tight roads like that, so yeah, hopefully we'll see a lot of that in the Ireland DLC, hopefully we'll see a lot of that in the UK rework that they're working on as well. That would be great to see. Did you ever play Kerbal Space Program, says Michael Fox. I have played Kerbal Space Program, yes. I've never streamed it, but I've played it a bit. It could be fun to play on stream, honestly. It could be a good candidate for a stream game. Trainsman says there's totally a difference to the maps from ProMods and the DLC as well. I agree. I think ProMods is such a step up. Even the new DLCs, ProMods does feel like quite a step up from it. But again, I do think that each official DLC is better than the last. Like every single one has so much more detail than the one before it. So I do have very high hopes for Ireland. Would hate to drive a big truck down some of these country roads, says Michael. Yeah, honestly, that's the fun of it, though. In real life, terrifying. In a video game, I like the challenge. It's fun, you know? What a nerd, says Sean. Yeah, guilty as charged. I can't help it. What do you do for work, says William? Right now I'm between jobs, William. My last job was a graphic designer in a print shop. Local businesses, graphics, business cards, posters, brochures, that kind of stuff. But I'm really looking for something more game dev related. I have a degree in game design. So that's... I don't know why I just shut the engine down there. That's really what I want to be doing. Did you go to uni? I did, yes. I went to Bath Spa. Beautiful city, Bath. I absolutely loved it. The uni, not the highest rated uni in the country by any means, but, you know, I had a good time there. I got a 2-1 in computer science. And like I say, the city itself, absolutely beautiful place. I'd love to live in Bath permanently, but it's a very expensive place to live, especially compared to Doncaster. So maybe someday. Have you thought about self-publishing your own game? I have actually. Yeah, it's I've never had a game complete enough to publish at this stage, but I've definitely done several prototypes. None so far have developed into something like that was publishable. But yeah, it's definitely an ambition of mine to be a solo dev. Have you thought about becoming a school teacher? Not really. Not really. I have had people tell me that I'd be a good teacher, though. I think I've got the voice for it. Quite authoritative. But no, I've never really thought about it. Okay, job done. And it is only past. We've still got half an hour. So let me just have a drink. Do you have all the ProMods maps installed? I do, Trainsman, yes. Teachers with a CS degree is non-existent. True. There aren't very many. I mean, I don't think my computer science teacher... I don't think my A-level computer science teacher had a degree in computer science. When's ETS 2 coming to Xbox? In roughly Q3, so July, August, September time. Okay. Okay. The shortest job here is to Portolano in Spain. I guess, yeah, we got half an hour left. Let's do that. Our last job of the stream. We should be able to do that in half an hour. Been dying to play it. Oh, I know. So many console players have been waiting for this game. It is really long overdue for it to come to console. And it's finally happening. But yeah, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. Like I say, it's they're aiming for Q3. What wheel do you play on? This is the Logitech G heavy equipment wheel. I got it as a bundle with the side panel here for £230. Very cheap, like entry-level wheel, but it does its job. And I definitely recommend it to beginners if you're looking at getting your first wheel for sim games, particularly like for heavy-duty driving games. This is a really good place to start. It's a really decent bit of kit for its price. Okay, ooh. This is a tight spot. Moser R5 is good as well. I got the R3 right now. Nice one, nice one. Moser, I've heard very, very good things about Moser. A little bit more expensive, and obviously with Moser you have to get the wheel and the column separately. I've definitely, like I say, I've heard good things about them. I don't know if I'd recommend them as a beginner wheel. Again, just because there's a few more bits that you have to buy and it's a bit more expensive. But yeah, like I say, I've heard good things. Same with Fanatec. I've heard very good things about those as well. Thrustmaster, I've actually been thinking of getting a Thrustmaster for my next wheel, because this gear shifter here is a Thrustmaster and it's a really good bit of kit. And I've heard good things about their wheels as well as their flight sim gear. I'm not really into flight sim, but I've got a friend who's got all of the Thrustmaster flight sticks, and he speaks very highly of them, so... Okay, we're loaded up, and off we go to Spain. I had a Thrustmaster, and I got the same shifter, but I can't use it because I got a different wheel. Oh. Shame. That is a shame, because like I say, it is a really good gear shifter. Can you not plug it in as a USB if you've got enough sockets for it? Because mine's not actually plugged into my wheel, mine's plugged in to a USB port. In fact, all of these devices here are USB. I've got 18 USB devices plugged into my PC right now. Not all of them are on, but that's how many there are. I'm on console. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realise you're on console. Yeah, that is a shame then. All I use is the keys to turn and to control throttle. Oh, right, I see, Tradesman. It would be cool if you made some MacBook wheels as well as code. Do wheels not typically work on MacBook then? I'm guessing they're not like plug and play as like they are on Windows. Which again is quite a shame. I think I do take for sometimes, you know, as a PC player, I do sometimes take for granted that a lot of stuff is just plug and play for PC. Like, you can just plug a device in, it does like a 10-second setup, and then it's ready to use. That's not always the case with console and with Macs. I probably could have just gone through the fast lane there. I don't know why I decided to come here. Oh wait, shit. Am I... Can I go across there? I need to go across there. Okay. Slightly illegal move, but... hey, you won't remember me, but I used to go as YNWA. Oh, I do recognise that name, Jay. How are you doing? How have you been? I believe you were a follower on my old account, so that was quite a while ago now. Thanks for following, by the way. Yeah, this is my new account. I started this one about 2 months ago. My old one got shadow banned, so very unfortunate. Especially considering I had 7.5 followers. 7.5? 7,500 followers. You know, gone up in flames. So I've had to start from scratch, which is very annoying, but we're doing quite well. We're at about 1,500 now, so not bad in only a couple of months. Hopefully, you know, by the end of the year, we could get back to 7.5k. You know, get back to the amount that we had on the old account. But we'll see. We'll see. That's very wishful thinking, to be fair. Okay, we got 25 minutes to get to Puerto... What's the place called? I can't see. To get to Spain. Can we do it? It might cost us a few limbs. We might end up with quite a bit of truck damage, but I think we can probably make it. Evening, Mega Rocker. How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna ease up a bit. I'm gonna ease up a bit. I don't want an accident if I can avoid it. How have you been? Very good, Jay. Very good. Can't complain. Like I say, apart from the whole getting shadow banned and starting a new account, I can't complain. Things have been good. Doing okay. Long day, says Mega Rocker. Oh well, I'm here to keep you company for a bit, Mega Rocker. Trainsman on YouTube says, am I correct? Does the ProMods Middle East have Saudi Arabia as well? I am not sure. I'll check for you in a second. Let's have a look. Which one's Saudi Arabia? I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I'm not great at geography. Obviously, this is Lebanon, right? I'm not even going to try, because I'm just going to get it all wrong. You just look and tell me if one of those is Saudi Arabia. I know this one's Egypt. Oh, wait, is this one Saudi Arabia? This big one here? Because if so, no. It just clips the very top corner of Saudi Arabia. So no Saudi Arabia in ProMods Middle East, unfortunately. Not as of right now, anyway. You never know. A future update, perhaps. Should have indicated there before changing lanes. See, this is what we need. Nice, long, straight roads like this. This is going to allow me to make up a bit of lost time. Do you get all the ProMods, says Mega Rocket? Yes, we've got all the ProMods active right now, including Maghreb, which is quite new to ProMods. The mod itself's not new. You're probably aware Maghreb has been around for a while, but it's now officially part of ProMods. So I've added it to the collection. I've added it to the mod list. That's where we are right now. We're in Tunisia. I'm going to cut across 2 lanes here. What about the BXP PM mods? I'm not sure what those are, Trainsmen. I've only got ProMods and a couple of Steam Workshop items. Realistic traffic density, weather, stuff like that. We'll ignore that collision. I have played with a lot more mods in the past. In a previous save, we had about 150 mods, and we did a drive all the way down to South Africa. But because this is a convoy as well, I want to keep the mod list quite small, which is why I've just stuck to ProMods. But yeah, I've been everywhere in Euro Truck. I've been to Tasmania, Antarctica, Canada, China. Road connections. I had BXP ProMods Atlantic, which I've installed. Oh, I see what you mean. If it's not an official ProMods product, then it's not in the mod pack, unfortunately. Like I say, it's not any kind of like problem that I have against other mods. It's just I want to keep the mod list, you know, nice and small. So it's only official ProMod stuff, and like I say, some stuff from the Steam Workshop. You got to remember there is a hard limit of 100 mods for convoys. You can't host a convoy with more than 100 mods. So you know, I've got to draw the line somewhere. Otherwise, there'd be too many mods for me to be able to host a convoy, right? Most of them don't have requirements yet. That's true. A lot of mods are not yet updated to 1.58. There's a barrier over the middle of the road there. I don't know if that's just an object that's, you know, out of place by mistake. I'm guessing so. The Greece and Switzerland More Cities add-ons work good with ProMods, as does Portugal Rebuild. Yeah, I've used all of those. I've used pretty much everything. There was a time where I would just used to go to Trucky Mods and download every single mod there. Every single rework, every single expansion. I've played them all, believe me. But like I say, for convoys, there is a limit of 100 mods, so I deliberately try to keep the mod list as small as I can. And ProMods to me is just like the essentials, you know what I mean? I don't play in convoys, I play solo and have 167 mods active. Nice one, Trainsman. I think the most we ever had, back when I did this drive down to South Africa, we had 195 mods active at one time. That's the most I've ever had in a single game. And surprisingly, it all worked. There weren't really any issues. Okay, ferry time. Ferry over to Marseille. Oh no, we need to get the ferry to Palermo, and then another one to Valencia. We might not actually get this drive finished today. We do only have 15 minutes. Thanks for following, Dazzy. Okay, Valencia. Thanks for following, Murphy. Check the map. We are 4.5 hours away in-game. We might be finishing a little bit late tonight, folks. We'll see. Hi, Murphy. How you doing? Good. Glad to hear it. Is it a V8? Yes, it is. Can I see? Yep. Here's what the truck looks like from outside. It's the Scania Streamline R730. What are you delivering? Right now we're delivering chemicals. We got the Feldbinder ADR trailer. We have... Oh, it won't... I don't know where to find the actual exact listing. We got chemicals. It's just nondescript chemicals. And we're taking them to Puerto Llano in Spain. Tried Poland rebuilding, was a drain on graphics. I've tried Poland rebuilding. The problem for me with Poland rebuilding, there's quite a lot of mods in that area. There's Ukraine, there's Poland rebuilding, there's like the Carpathian add-on. There's just like loads of mods that rework that particular area of the map, and there's quite a few conflicts between them. So it's one of those instances where you kind of have to make a choice. Which one would you prefer? Because I tried playing with Poland rebuilding and Ukraine, and even though there is a mod that adds connections between them, there was still a lot of missing connections with mine. I played around with the load order, I tried every possible combination, and there were still conflicts between the two, so I ended up just ditching Poland. But that's the way it goes, you know. Not every single mod is going to work perfectly with every single other mod. That's just how it goes. I'm doing boat work. Nice one, Murphy. ProMods really needs to step up with adding more narrow roads and small villages, because it's something that will make it more fun. True, true. Like I say, I do prefer the small roads, and I like going to tiny little villages and trying to deliver to these tiny little yards, you know? Been in an hour before, about 5 hours during work. Ah, I see. Okay. I was going to try and switch lanes again there, but probably best not to risk it. Try and get in after this camper. Don't like the game, but it gives you good money to buy trucks. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, 200 miles to go. Oh god. We are really losing our grip on the road at this speed though. Let's try and calm it down a little bit. I just would really like to get there before 7 o'clock, but I don't know if we will, to be honest, at this point. What's the longest job you've done? The longest job we've ever done was 10,000 miles from the Faroe Islands to South Africa. We took a helicopter. And when I say South Africa, I mean Cape Town, so all the way to the very southern tip of South Africa as well. That took us like 2 months of live streams to finish the whole job. I've tried to stick to shorter jobs since then. I don't really like doing jobs that take multiple streams, but that was like a special occasion. Got another truck today, a Mercedes 1632 NG from 1988. Fun to use if you like old school. Nice one, Mega Rocker. I don't really know as much about old school trucks as I do like tractors, for example. I'm a huge vintage tractor fan. Trucks, I'm not as well versed in trucks, generally speaking. Pretty much everything I know about trucks is from this game, if we're being honest. Raining again. Castilla-La Mancha. Nice. Oh god. Right. Right. Can we not just get a light drizzle? How come every time it rains it has to be like an absolute fucking downpour? Oh, nice truck. I like the pink. Good to see a new man driving a truck. Love this game. Nice one, kid. How you doing? Okay, we need to be... I don't know which lane we need to be in right now. This one. Yeah, this one will do. Longest run I did was 25 hours from the UK to Finland. Damn, Trainsman. What, 25 real hours? Or 25 in-game hours. I don't actually know how long the Faroe Islands to South Africa took in real time. I want to say it was at least like 5 live streams, so that would have been 15 real hours. It might have been longer, it might have been even more streams than that. Oh, whoa, okay. It's been a very long time since that happened in Euro Truck. What was that about? Big freeze there for a second. But we're all good, it hasn't crashed. Do you drive in real life, says Louis? I don't, Louis, no. I don't have the interest in it, to be honest. I've never really felt inclined to drive. It's not really something I either want or need to do. Okay, 109 miles to go and 5 minutes. Right, we're definitely going to overrun a little bit, but I'm thinking it'll only be like 5-10 minutes. Why do you prefer driving games, or do you just like the truck aspect? Don't get me wrong, I like driving in games. I think driving can be fun, but at the same time, I don't know. I think driving in a video game is very different to driving in real life, you know. And as much as I enjoy doing it in a game, I don't think I'd have the same level of enjoyment in real life. Big fine, yeah. I don't really worry about speeding tickets anymore. We've got 12 mil-ish in the bank, so, you know, whatever. I do try to drive safely in this game most of the time, but speeding is something that I don't really care about. Driving in real life is so much more fun, says Louis. I mean, I don't doubt you, but at the same time, every single person I've ever seen driving hates it. My granddad, I've seen my granddad drive, and he was always angry. I've seen my brother-in-law drive, and he's always angry. I've seen my dad's partner drive, and she's always angry. Everyone I've ever seen driving is not having a good time. I feel like. I feel like just doing it from the comfort of my own home is much more fun than doing it in real life. Because in real life you have to contend with other drivers who 99% of the time are awful. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be so bad if it was just me on the road, but the fact that other drivers exist is really where it becomes a problem. There's a wet asphalt mod on Steam, makes the roads look better when raining. Thank you, Mega Rocker. Do you have the name of it? If you can get me the exact name, I'll check it out. I'm down for any mod that improves the graphics, as you know. We got realistic brutal graphics and weather, we got 4K trees, we got all sorts of graphics overhaul mods, lights, fog, all that stuff, so yeah, any recommendations in that department are much appreciated. Do you think the ProMods in Sweden and Norway have a lot more cities on the top than the Nordic Horizons DLC? I honestly don't know. I've never directly compared them. I think there is quite a lot in the Nordic Horizons DLC, which I appreciate. But I've not like looked at it side by side with the ProMods version, so I wouldn't know. Okay, it is 1 minute to 7, and we are pretty much here, so actually we're not going to overrun as much as I thought we might. That's because I've been absolutely caning it down the motorway at fucking 89 miles an hour. Oh shit, I need to turn off here as well. I need to get back into the right lane. Okay, I'm going over. Okay, we've been in 12th gear for like the last half an hour. I don't remember the last time I changed gear. Puerto Alano, that's where we're going. And I think we're just about here. Mm-hmm. Good. Have I been here before? No. It's a new place. Oh! Cool statue. Eyes on the road. Eyes on the road. Cool statue, though. Have I definitely not been here before? Because it looks familiar. Guess not. Puerto Alano discovered. Nice one. Oh, the fog's picking up again. Here it comes. Ooh, a bit fast on that corner. Right, here we are, Puerto Alano, 3 minutes past 7. Not bad. I was expecting we'd be here a bit later. Customer finds no fault in your delivery. I hope not. I hope not. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Hot chemicals from Enfida to Puerto Llano. Hey, level 77. Nice one. And with that, we are finished. That is the end of today's stream. We've been going for 3 hours, so as usual, we're that's the point at which we're going to wrap things up. Peter says, Saul Rose Ruby Ashbridge, yep, I found your Facebook. Well done, Peter. You found my public Facebook profile that has the same name as my public TikTok profile. Congratulations. Yes, my full legal name is Saul Rose Ruby Ashbridge. I've even mentioned it explicitly on past videos, so it's really not a secret to anyone other than yourself. But sure, nice try. And with that, we're done. That's the end of the stream. So, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I will switch over to the big camera and do my usual wrap-up before we finish. But all in all, good stream. Very, very happy with it. Just give me a moment. There we go. Okay, so that's it. That's all we got time for today. Good stream, as always. We got quite a few jobs done. I think we got 4 or 5 jobs done in the end, so not bad at all. Sorry, the webcam's a little bit out of focus right now. Hopefully, my new webcam is going to be arriving later this week. I have ordered a Elgato Facecam Neo, which I'm expecting to arrive in the next couple of days. My current webcam is a Logitech C920, so it will hopefully be a little bit of a step up when it does arrive. But yeah, that's as maybe. That's all we got time for today. I do hope you've enjoyed. Excuse me. Wet Asphalt by Vrak75, says Mega Rocker. Thank you very much for that. I'll definitely look into that mod. Yeah, the next live stream is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some more Resident Evil Requiem. It's an unplanned stream. I wasn't planning on doing a Wednesday stream this week. What's this on my mic? Sorry, had a bit of fluff on the mic. Yeah, next stream is going to be tomorrow. We're going to play some more Resident Evil Requiem. Then Friday we will be doing Farming Sim again, and Sunday Subnautica. So quite a busy week, all told. In terms of videos, I don't know. I really don't. You know that I've got quite a big backlog of videos. I've got like 5 or 6 videos that I'm supposed to be working on at the minute. And so much has been happening that I just haven't had time for them. And, you know, this weekend, emergency vet visit for my cat, so that meant that I couldn't get any work done on Sunday either. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's like a handful of videos that I am working on at the minute. I don't know when any of them are going to be done, but there is more video content coming. That's all I can say. Yeah, with that being said, I'd like to finish off by giving a shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, and our newest follower, Max. who actually became a supporter just before the live stream, so I didn't have time to redo the whole board. But thank you very much, everybody on there. If you'd like to get your name on this board, it costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, including early access videos, making-of videos, bloopers, and other stuff like that. You also get VIP access to the Discord server, a shout-out on stream, obviously, and you'll be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and elsewhere. So thank you once again to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, and Max. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much for your support over there. With that being said, that is genuinely all we got time for today. That is where we're going to end it. So I will see you tomorrow for Resident Evil. Thank you very, very much, everyone. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye.